To be nominated for the FIA Institute Young Driver Excellence Academy, what do you need? I think it's clear you need talent and you need to be a promising driver for the future. But we're not only looking for the lap times, we're also looking how they are communicating, their media skills, their fitness levels, and especially as well their driving talent. So we have different tasks and they need to be motivated, talented, and hungry to achieve the top, to go to the top of racing. Safety nowadays in our world is extremely important for the sustainability of the sport, but also for the participants' health, for the spectators' health. If we take the safety message of motorsport, which over the years become an incredible safe sport, still with improvements to come, of course. But if we take the core messages and we deliver it to the road, I think we can have a perfect cross-connection between racetrack safety and road safety. That's what we need. In the end, that's the sustainability formula we are looking for, and we're gonna use these young drivers to promote the safety aspect for road and racetrack safety in their regions, and that's the aim of the academy. Safety is at the core content of the Young Driver Excellence Academy. It's about safety on the track, it's about road safety, it's safety when we're doing exercises, if it's physical exercise or driver training exercise. It's hugely important. That doesn't mean we are slow, that doesn't mean we are not pushing the limits, we're not exploring laws of physics in the car, but we are doing it in the most economical but also safe way, and that many times ends up also as the most successful way. From my experience, from the experience of other partners of the FIA Institute, we have seen that there's no holistic, comprehensive approach to driver training, young driver training, so we are really looking in all the aspects. On top of that, we have no commercial interests in the driver, so we're really only doing it for their best, and we're doing it for their best from the nutrition point of view, psychological point of view, driver training point of view. So we're really trying this holistic approach, and the results from last year's academy, the results from the race driver, the results in the media are incredibly high. So I'm very, very glad that it's planning out almost as perfect. Simple conclusion, we saw a lot of talent. It's very difficult to choose the top 18, but we came up with 18 very promising young talents, and now the real work starts of the Young Driver Excellence Academy. Now we have the selection event over and done with. We're going to focus on the 18 participants. We're going to start with workshops in Edinburgh at the university, where we do a lot of physical and mental checks, fitness checks. And then second workshop will be in Chamonix. That's a team building exercises, quite physical tasks. We're going to really push them to the limits in the Chamonix workshop. And after that, we have workshops which is all about driving, vehicle dynamics, road safety, driver conduct, safety on the racetrack, and that's going to fill 1 year. The driving exercises are designed to test the skills and the car control of the participants. We separate into the steering technique, into throttle technique, braking technique, and in the multifunctional tasking, which is using the weight transfer of the car to actually drive as fast as you physically can around the corner. As well, we are separating into two types of pressure scenarios. One with very little pressure, where it's just open playfield, and the second scenario is where we put a lot of pressure on, lap time, media right in the face, in front of everyone. So with this order, we get a pretty good picture of the talent.
So basically there are three broad objectives which we're trying to achieve. Firstly, we're looking to develop the drivers, and we're focusing in two areas, on human performance and also on safety. The second objective is in relation to creating road safety ambassadors and generally motorsport ambassadors to help promote the messages of the Institute. And thirdly, we're looking to develop a program that the national sporting authorities around the world can use to replicate, to develop their own programs. So I think it's been a very exciting 4 days, and I think the drivers have performed very well, and I think we've got 18 good candidates to take forward into next year, and I think they'll be able to develop under our guidance and tutelage.
What we're looking for in terms of the drivers for this program is an all-round capability. So obviously driving is really important, but we're also looking for drivers who are good with English language because it's an English language program. We're looking for guys who interact well, who work well as a team, and all the exercises we do are designed to test all these different aspects so we can make the best choice for the last 18 for the academy. During the selection event, we've got various different exercises going on. So every day the guys drive for 3 hours, but we've also got some team building exercises, we've got some interviews, there's some psychological stuff. So, you know, a really broad church of different things to test the guys on. We then look at all the feedback we get, all the points they get from each different activity, and work out the overall winners then. Within everything we do, we're looking for drivers who are fast, who are fit and professional, because these are the attributes that they need to succeed. But within all these categories, safe and safety is a really important aspect. And if you are doing things well in the sport, you're doing things safely in the sport. If you're doing things safely in the sport, you're doing things well. So what we try to do is instill into the guys this feeling that safety isn't something external, it isn't something extra, but it's something that's built into everything that they do. And when they do things with best practice in the safest way, they'll also be faster, they'll get better results, and ultimately they'll be more successful. I think the 4 days have been absolutely excellent. We didn't know many of the candidates when we arrived here. They've gone through a really intense process. They've been tested on everything and subjected to lots of different activities. And you know, to come away with 18 really good candidates has been fantastic. I think everyone has taken a lot from the experience of being at this selection event. So regardless of whether they've gone on to be part of the academy or not, there have been no losers. The group of people that we've selected to go on to the academy will now go to Edinburgh in December for the first workshop there, which will focus on human performance, and then on to Chamonix in early January, where we'll be working with teamwork.
Teamwork is important in motorsport because it's a team that puts you on the podium. It's a team that gets you to the race. It's a team that puts you in the head of a championship. And if you're a driver, a failure of the team will cost you your position there. There are 3 things with this workshop. The first thing is to understand, for us to understand, how they perform in a team environment with their peers. The second is to look at their behaviours and how their behaviours might be able to develop in the future to becoming great team players in a motorsport team. And the third thing, quite frankly, is for the guys to have some fun and learn something, to take something away from this workshop.
Sure, in motorsport, reactions are obviously very important. In an ideal world, we would be testing the drivers, the reactions in the car, and part of the driving tasks they'll be doing this week will test their reactions. So part of the fitness selection is looking at neck endurance, because neck's one area of injury and of tiredness that can affect performance. We look at trunk endurance, because drivers tend to develop problems with their trunk and back problems. We're looking at their flexibility. Again, sitting in a car for a long period of time, the flexibility can become an issue, so we want to assess that. We'll also assess their body mass to make sure they're not too big to fit in the car. And finally, then we're looking at their general aerobic fitness. The demands of driving over a long period of time with very high heart rates mean that the fitter that you are, the easier it will be to cope with the driving. So as a combined package, we're looking at how everybody performs.
Today we're testing the guys' fitness. In modern day professional motorsport, fitness is hugely important. You have to be physically strong enough to drive a car, but also you need the physical endurance to complete the length of a race or a rally. And as well as that, we're testing their aerobic fitness to make sure that their bodies can withstand the stamina for a whole length of an event, so that they keep concentration and they're able to perform at their best for the full duration of an event and not tail off towards the finish. So this is just a test now to see where the guys are at the moment to begin with.
My name is Klaus Bachle and I'm from Austria. It's not easy. You can also see how the other drivers are, and then you want to beat them and push really hard.
I'm Brendan Reeves, I'm from Australia, so long way for me to come, and this year I've competed in the WRC Academy and the rally. Yeah, we just did the beep test, and as you can see, I'm quite puffed and worn out. It really tests everything. We did neck stretches, back stretches, now endurance. It's everything motor racing and rallying's all about.
Timo van der Marel from Holland, rally driver. Well, first of all, just try to get the experience and do some experience about road safety, and most of all get through the selection rounds and made it to the workshops to learn a lot about it and help our country and try to get the road more safe.
We want to become professional race drivers. Well, my expectations are to learn as much as I can from our coaches, from all the other drivers, and well, go back to Costa Rica hoping to be one of the 18 drivers, but if not, to be to have learned as much as I could.
I'm Andrea Caldarelli. I'm coming from Italy. I'm 21 years old, and this year I raced for Toyota in Formula Nippon. So I'm here, and I hope I can continue this program, because I think it's really interesting for a driver, as they teach you a lot of things and how to work and how to be safety in the car. And I think for a racing driver it's really important. I'm really happy, and for sure I will do all my best to be a professional during the next year with the FIA Academy, and I'm really happy.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
We are 28 drivers. So I'm really happy. It was really tough week, and we did a lot of job in the truck and in the gym, and so it was really hard, and so now I'm really happy.
My name is Andrew Bates. I'm from South Africa. I'm 22 and I currently race in a series called Goldwagen Challenge. It's for front-wheel drive saloon cars. I expect to learn a great deal. We've seen that already on the first day. We've learned a lot with the exercises we've done. I'm looking forward to seeing all the different aspects that you need to be a great racing driver, not just the driving but all the other skills that you need to succeed. And I'm looking forward to taking these skills back with me and hopefully teaching some other people how to succeed as well. We started out the first day with a lot of team building. I was very excited at the way that we could all work together, even though we are so competitive. It was very encouraging because we are all individuals. It's tough that it's over 4 days because you've got to be on your best for 4 days, but at the same time it's better because you get to see more of each other and you get to show more of yourself as well. So it's been very challenging but very enjoyable as well. There are a lot of emotions. I'm relieved. It was a very tough selection event, so I'm very proud of myself, obviously, for keeping everything together. I feel privileged. It's, again, a group of very talented people, and I'm feeling privileged that I'm going to get the instruction from the amazing depth of talented information that all the instructors have to help us out. I'm just really excited. I really can't wait.
Basically, the driving was quite nice. It's slippery like crazy because it's really cold, and the skid pad is pretty nice. But you just have to manage the sliding, and otherwise it's pretty good. So I'll do it again. My name is Michael Lewis. I'm 20 years old from Laguna Beach, California, USA, and I race currently in Italian Formula 3. Was rookie champion and P2 overall, and also got to test a Ferrari Formula 1 car. It was really nice. I've never felt some kind of school like this, and it's really nice for them to show us, the sliding of the car and to deal with this, because it's very interesting and learning all the time. And I can't wait for some more of the trials for tomorrow. So it was very nice.
I think for me, in the past 2 days, meeting everyone, getting to know the judges, and all the activities we've done so far has been pretty cool. It means quite a lot to get this opportunity and be here in the final 30. For me, it would open up a new window for me going on to next year's season, and for me to be able to pinpoint a lot more areas that I need to move forward. So it'd be a massive achievement to get on the FIA Institute. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Yeah, I mean, for the last 4 days it's been pretty intense. And to this last day it was all about just doing the best job we could. Although it was not such a big deal, today's driving, everyone still wants to do a good job, and
not spin, not hit barriers, and to get picked is pretty awesome. I came here not understanding too much about everyone else that I was in against, and I think I've made quite a lot of friends. It's going to be good fun this year. So.
I think obviously it's a competition, so we all want to do better than each other, but it's there's still been a lot of fun, and we've all had a really good time. Yeah, really happy. It's been a really good 4 days, and I'm really looking forward to getting involved with the Institute and hopefully having a good time.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect next step in any young driver's career, be it race or rally. It's a fantastic step, and already it's a shootout, but we're still learning since we started on Tuesday. Just small little things, learning every day, both with driving in the classroom, fitness, everything. So I can really only imagine what the Institute program must really be like.
It is interesting, it is good for safeties, and it is good fun. I'm feeling really happy. It's a great opportunity I've been given just right now for a whole next year to learn and develop myself, and probably learn a bit more about safeties. So that's I'm really happy about it.
Now it feels very good, and it's a step in my career, so very happy.
It's really cool. It's really spectacular. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope I can get through and get to the final stage. I feel very good. I mean, I've been pushing really hard for the last 4 days, so it's a big pressure, that you've been taken, and it's like taken away from your shoulders. Feel great to be part of this Young Driver Excellence Academy. Hope I can take the best of it. It's a big prize.